Hello, I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. If you are caught up with the latest vlog, you will know that we're currently in Hong Kong. We're spending 7 days in hotel quarantine before we can actually venture out. And by the time I arrived at my hotel, it was pretty much 12:30, and that was day 1 for me. It is currently day 3. I'm pretty much accustomed to all the rules of this quarantine period. There aren't that many. The main one is you're not allowed to leave the room. And so, yeah, I figured let's start the video off with a room tour. I'll show you all the amenities and what this room looks like. And I've unpacked everything already, but you should still be able to get a good idea of, what it looks like. Okay, so once you enter this room, we have a nice little bathroom. They've provided a lot of amenities. Toothbrush, toothpaste, shaving kits, vanity kit, but they also provide items for you to wash your clothes if you wish. And we also have exercise bands and also a yoga mat, which I haven't used it yet, but I plan to use it sometime later this trip. So this has the QR code of everything you need. You can order in-room dining, you can request for more amenities. There's additional items that you can order like toilet paper or dishwashing liquid, and you just put your order in and I think it comes next day. Okay, one of the requirements for how you dispose of garbage is that it needs to be airtight. So they've provided garbage bags and also those zip ties that you can make sure it's tied properly, and you just leave it outside on the floor in front of your door. In terms of like the charging stations and the power plugs, there is enough for the average person, especially if you're not a vlogger and have infinite amount of things that you need to charge. I got myself a power, the name of that escapes me right now. These things are like essential to me. And if you are looking to be a travel vlogger, you should actually get yourself one of those, because I don't know how I would be able to charge everything if I didn't have one of those. Okay, let's see what we have for lunch today. Ooh. Okay, so every day you're meant to do a rat test and then take a photo of this and then make a note of this in your rat test results. And now we wait for 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to order some extra amenities for the room. So like some extra water, some extra toilet paper and whatnot. The bell just rang, so it is now time for dinner. Ooh, we got a little butter biscuit. So we have black pepper steak with green beans and a good amount of rice with black sesame on top. And I think we have some sort of soup. I sent some of these photos to my friends and they're like, this looks so depressing. And I think it's because it's in this little like tray, but the flavors are actually not bad at all. I'm really happy with all the food that I've had so far. This is very good. You know, I never used to be like addicted to coffee at all. Throughout high school, throughout uni, I drank like hot chocolates or like mochas, but not every day. Not until I started my first job. And then everybody, like they would go and get coffees every single day. And I was like, yeah, I'll come along. I'll come get a coffee. And that was when like my coffee addiction started. It started with one a day in the morning and then one again in the afternoon. Now I've cut back to just one a day, and if I don't drink a coffee before like 12:30, I'm like, ugh, it's too late. No more coffees for today. It's good. I'm really happy with the food so far this quarantine period. I mean, I've got like instant noodles and cans of tuna, but I haven't broken into it yet. TikTok is not available in Hong Kong. You can't access the app while you're here. So I've enlisted the help of my sister to help me post from Sydney, which in itself is going to be a little bit of a problem because she barely uses social media. She didn't even have the TikTok app until I told her to download it. Yeah, you can make it a little, you can make it a little bit bigger. So you 遮住咗個 subtitle. Can you now copy and paste the caption?
Save? Do I save first?
Yeah, just save it. Yeah, just save it.
Right.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to like my own video. Just like it.
Yeah, liked it.
And if you have TikTok, make sure you go follow me. It's Janice Fung, as in it's Janice Fung. I'll see you there. One of my goals is to do 10,000 steps a day every day during this quarantine. And I guess I'll take like a 12-hour interval. So every hour, I need to take some time to walk 833.33 steps. Ladies and gentlemen, this is dinner for tonight. I'm very excited as usual to check out what we have for dinner. Every dinner they give us a biscuit. It's like a butter biscuit. And I've been enjoying all of them so far. Ooh, wow, okay. Smells good. We have mushrooms, a range of different mushrooms. Some zucchini, and this is, I think it's a soup. I think this is a pumpkin soup. The largest rectangle, it's filled and packed with rice. Like, I love that. I love that they chose the biggest space to put rice in. It is absolutely pouring today. So today is the 5th day of quarantine. So every single day we're meant to complete like a rat test. And on the 5th, 6th, and 7th day, they have somebody come and do the rat test for you. So for this trip, I brought back this book called Principles by Ray Dalio. I actually borrowed it from my sister, and I've heard a lot of really good reviews for this book, and my sister has so many stickies on here. I'm looking forward to it. If you've read it, let me know what you think. She highlighted books. I never really highlight books. We got a little gift. It's a Friday today, so better days are coming. They're called Saturday and Sunday. Thank you. I nearly forgot that the weekend is coming. We have a handcrafted cocktail, and we also got some nuts, cashew mix. We're gonna party it up tonight. It doesn't really taste like alcohol at all. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Hi， 早晨你好。我想問呢，我聽日其實可以 check out 㗎啦，但係我想問有冇限定幾多點一定要 check out，同埋出房有啲咩手續要做？係咪即係而家淨係得呢一啲時間 ？Thank you， 拜拜。Okay, so we do actually have to make a booking on times when you leave because somebody has to come up and because all the lifts are locked. We're going to be checking out tomorrow morning at 11:40. I'm happy enough with the food, but 7 days in, I'm now really looking forward to going out and eating all the food that's out there. It is now time for our last meal in this quarantine. Actually, I might get breakfast tomorrow, but for dramatic effect, we're going to say this is our last, well, it's our last dinner. Okay, for our dinner tonight, we have the donut again, cookie, TA, cream of mushrooms, some mince, cabbage, and rice. I love that they give so much rice. Today is the last day of quarantine. We leave this room in less than 3 hours. So we just gotta pack everything and make sure we don't miss anything because I don't know how easy it is to come back to this room if I were to leave something in this room. All right, everything is packed. I can leave this room in less than 20 minutes. In fact, my quarantine ends in less than 20 minutes. I know the word quarantine sounds very restrictive, and it is because, you know, you can't leave your room, you can't really do anything at all outside of your room, and you're reliant on other people. But this experience has been very positive given the circumstances. The food was pretty decent, the room is very comfortable. But yeah, now it's just the waiting game. I'm just gonna sit and wait and quietly count down to when I can go out. Seems like a pretty nice day today. It's very, very sunny. And I'm officially out. As you can tell, Hong Kong is very hot. It's very humid and it's kind of like walking in a steam room. Anyway, the first meal I had out of quarantine was yum cha. It was delicious, a very welcome change to the food I had in quarantine. And I'm in Hong Kong for a multitude of different reasons, one of the main ones being to see family that I haven't seen in a really long time. But I will be taking you to some of my favorite places to eat and we'll be exploring the city, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for watching till the end. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, it really helps me out, and I'll see you in my next video next week. Bye. So food gets delivered to your room every single day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it gets placed outside your door. And yesterday night, the person that was living opposite me opened his door at the same time. So we were both collecting our meals together, and he was wearing nothing. He was wearing nothing but his boxers, and I didn't even know where to look. I just looked down and tried to like get out as quickly as possible, and I can hear in his movements that he was panicking as well. But we just closed the doors as like ASAP. And then this morning, breakfast was delivered a little bit late, so I just like went to open my door to check, and he opened the door at the same time as well. I don't even know how that's possible, but for lunch, I'm going to make sure I check that peephole on the door so that we don't open the door at the same time.